Hi guys, welcome back to some more action with Accrington. We are coming up to transfer deadline day. A couple of interesting players that were suggested, who I've actually inquired about right now. The first one was Raphael Holzhauser, a centre mid who is currently at Stuttgart. And the other one was a guy who featured prominently in the career mode last season, Johannes Wirtz, who is at Greuther Fürth at the moment. He's a cam. He can play there. Striker, left mid, centre forward. We'll have to see what his actual true value is. He's on 20 grand a week. That's the only stumbling block with him, is how much he is on. Holhauser is it's pretty much the same. I can maybe have to pick up both of these, but it depends if they're only valued at $1 million each. But we'll have to see. As it stands, I'm going to look to pick up Velasquez, Bandowski, Harder, and I was going to pick up Inaki Williams as a spare striker, with maybe Jose Antonio Meneses as just as another free agent to bring in. Hopefully we can sell one or two players as we now head to transfer deadline day. Two offices, hopefully. There we go. Wirtz is worth 5 million, so he's unfortunately one that we can't sign right now. And 5 more players have been found from Belgium. We have Badri, a right mid, who looks okay. Royal Mouscron is his club, and he's on 3 grand a week. I'll ask my scout to look, but I don't think he's going to come back with any useful information in the space of a day. Another left back, interesting. Thomas Wills, a central defensive mid, doesn't look that good. Maxime Chanot, no. And Guilherme Francois, no. So we can remove these 4 from the report. And yeah, I'm going to move forward. I'm just going to move forward a couple of hours, see if we can sell anyone. Then I'll start making offers for players, and just take it from there. Holzhauser is 3.4 million. Now that's unfortunate. He did look a half decent player, but just a little bit too much. I'll give it to 6 hours to go, and then we will start to look to bring in some players. It looks like we're going to receive no offers for anyone, so it's going to be a day of players coming in rather than players leaving. Some of these players I need to look to pick up for less than their actual value. So Madrid, I'm going to offer you 500,000 for Velasquez. If I can sign all these players, I need to get them for less than their value, because I'm going to need a bit of money for wages to sign all of them. So we're going to go with 500,000 for Bandowski as well. The striker is not the potential issue, so I'm going to go with Tamo Harder as the last piece of the puzzle for now, even. And we'll go 600,000. So we've offered 1.6 million in terms of transfers. So I'm going to go for Williams just with 200,000. I'm going to see what they say to that. They may say no. All of them may come round and say no. We need, as it stands, 35,000 in wages, and we've only have 30,000 at present. Oh, sorry, 31,000. So we either need to sell a player, or we need to get some for less. And it looks like they're all coming back and saying. No, right. 300,000 for Williams, 775,000 for Harder, 765,000, and Velasquez is just saying, right. Velasquez is going for more near his value, so I'm going to have to put in the offer of I'll put in 600,000 for Velasquez. Hopefully that gets accepted. It is within, which actually it's just under the 10%. Dortmund, I offered 500,000, didn't I? So I'll offer them 600,000. So if these two offers get accepted, that's 1.2 million. I'm going for 2 players from Dortmund. I offered 600,000 for Harder, so I'm going to offer 700,000 for him. So that's now up to 1.9 million, and Bilbao have said 300,000. I'm going to offer them 250,000. I need to pray we can sell a player or two. But with only 5 hours left in the window, it is not looking likely. We have 4 offices. Hopefully this is 4 transfer offer accepted. Right, Dortmund for Harder has been accepted. He wants a 4-year deal. He's going to be a crucial first team player. We're going to give him a 20% goal bonus. We'll get him in. Right. Bandakowski's one. I'm going to go 625. But just getting for slightly less. That's ample. And Velasquez, I think, is the other one. I'm sure I should be able to make another offer for him unless he's. There we go. Right, I've got to go 650 for Velasquez. I feel like I need him in the team. A different club, a La Liga club, to come from a La Liga side, a top La Liga side to us, I think should be good enough. Right, also in talks with Freiburg. Right, Velasquez is not gone, sorry, but he's looks like he's going. Right, Harder in. That's 1 in, 1.3 million and 20,000. 625,000 accepted for Bandowski. Clean sheet bonus. Crucial first team player. He will be at the moment only because Gale is out. And Atletico, I'm going to have to offer the 675,000 that they wanted. Velasquez is no longer with the club. Right, so Velasquez has signed elsewhere. Nothing much I can do with that. I should have potentially just gone in and offered them more money straight away. But I'm going to go after the striker that I was looking at, Williams. I'll look to get him in. In fact, I can't do it there. What an idiot. I need to go to... Do I need to go to transfer negotiations? Williams in progress. Here we go. 300,000 they wanted, so I will give them the 300,000. Negotiation weren't that good. Right, so that leaves me with, say, 5 grand in wages. So I'm going to go and look to sign this young kid. He wants 1,500 a week. He's going to be a squad rotation player, 4 years. We'll see if he accepts that. I think I've offered him slightly less than he wanted in the wages just by looking there, so he may say no. We have 3 hours left. We should be able to get 2 of these deals done, hopefully. Right. Oh, Meneses has accepted that contract. Fantastic. He is in. Harder, he is in. 682,000 left. And transfer offer accepted for Williams. We can offer him a contract. 4 years. Important first team player. Hopefully he accepts important first team player as he's moving up from a future first team player. If he doesn't, we can offer him crucial, but important first team player should be enough. Here we go, it is. I'm purposely not looking at what these players are actually rated as until transfer deadline day is over. We do have a little bit of cash left as well. But obviously Leicester are in our league, and you see Leicester are 1 place below us, and they're spending 3.8 million on 1 player. I've had to sell one of our best players to bring in a load. Training injury, Milanov out for 2 weeks. Wiltkamp has an update. 83, 72, 80 and 67. All these guys are just going to be rejected. And yeah, so now I'm going to actually go through and do a full squad report. We'll see what our guys are actually rated as, and then we'll just have to take it from there. So here we go. When it finally decides it's going to load. Right, Josh Lowe is at 1 to a 65. Buxton is at 1 to a 64. Milanov has stayed the same. He's currently just been out injured. Derek is up 2 to a 73. Elliot Armstrong at 1 to a 62. Shane Smith still hasn't moved. He is a 67. We may have to look to start to replace him. Scudoni is up 1 to a 64. Vizcarrondo has stayed the same as a 72. Mingioa hasn't moved, but now is the time to move Mingioa on. Seager is on a 69. Riveo hasn't moved. Has he peaked now and we need to look to sell him? Caligari hasn't moved. He's on 59. Alutza is up 1 to a 67. And Thule is not moving anymore. He's on a 70, but he's got finishing of 81. Jorge Grant, or George Grant, is up to a 66. Tim Payne is the same on a 66. Struna is a 66. Winter 68. Marco Pellinard is up 1 already, even though he's not played yet, and he's up to a 62. Meneses, the young guy who just brought in, is a 61. He's already moved up 1 apparently. Calandra, centre mid, we got on a free, is on a 63. Noble is up 2 to a 58. Balatoni is at 1 to a 57. Matty Gale, our young guy, is out injured, but he is not moving yet. Some of his technicals are improving, but his physicals are going down. I'm assuming they're going down because he is injured. Seager is up 1 to a 68. Marvin Friedrich is at 1 to a 70. Tamo Harder is rated as 69. Bejarano is 62. Bandowski is 68. Williams is 62. Gamin is up to a 68. Cabalas is a 68 still. Dow is a 69. Bauman's 65. Gunn is out on loan, hasn't moved. Afobe is at 1 to 57. He's out on loan. And that's it. So, game coming up in a couple of days. We have players out on international duty as well. So, not much happening to go and make some changes to the team. As you can see, players are out on international duty, so a couple of changes need to be made to the starting 11, and then I will potentially just let the assistants sort it out after that. We're going to go Friedrich, and instead of Vizcarrondo, we'll go with Alutza, get him improving. Scuadone, that's fine. Mingioa can come out. I'm going to have Harder in there. Armstrong out, Bandowski in there. Buxton out, Gamin back in. We're going to go with Untuli back, and Williams will give him the game. Milanov off the bench, and I'm going to want, where are you, who am I thinking of, Briveo on the bench. There we go. We have a nice big bench now full of hopefully some good young talent, and yeah, we may have to sell another player in the January transfer window. We may decide to do the older financial takeover, bring in 2 or 3 players and just use it for scouts, youth scouts, and take it from there. But Sheffield United in the Championship coming up, and yeah, just waiting for this game to get all sorted, and then we'll quickly sim it. We'll see how far we can get through, and then we'll take it from there. And right, oh, Bandowski sent off 2 minutes into his debut, and it's a 2-1 defeat. Not the greatest start to his career. Wow, we had 2 sent off in that game. Pretty shocking, to be honest. Elliot Armstrong, my role, and Antuli wants to discuss his wages. An update from England, important matches. Alutza out for 6 weeks, and yeah, 2 players sent off for picking up suspensions. Contract, it was Untuli, wasn't it, who wanted to discuss his contract. What are you on, big fella? Let's have a look, see what we can find. You are £4 a week, and you want to 8 grand a week for a 1-year deal. You can have a 2-year deal for your 8 grand a week, and you are a crucial first team player. Hopefully he'll take the 2 years extension. I'm happy to give him the money, and we're just going to have to take it from there. Right, 4 offices. I don't think these are anything important. Final report. Nothing on the press conference. Untuli, I think I need a change in my career. So you ask for a new contract, or you ask for a pay rise, which has to be, the only way I can give you a pay rise is to offer you a new contract with at least a year's extension. and you then therefore decide that you don't want it. Why come and were you just trying to get more money off me? Or did I piss you off by trying to get 2 years for you rather than just the one? Venezuela international management, reject. I know there's been suggestions to take the international management jobs because you can find out what players are rated as, and then sort of afterwards just not you and just quit the job. So I know there is that side to it, and yes, I can see the argument for doing that, but I'm not that keen on it, to be honest. I just don't want it to put me in in a bad position if FIFA is that finicky where it comes up and it's decided that let's see what I'm thinking. You rejected one job, so you're not going to get another job in the future. Anything of the sort. I don't think it's going to be that. There's that much intricacy into it. But we are bottom of the table now, so we need to get something out of this game. A win would be ideal, but Blackburn are a strong team, so maybe a draw is a fair result. We get a 2-0 win. Gamin was injured, and Tuli and Caballos with the goals. Another injury. Don't be for too long, please. Player injured for 2 months. Shane Smith and Bandowski both back from their suspensions, and yeah, go to get some points on the board, and that win takes us really way out the bottom of the table, which is always a bonus. So yeah, and Tuli wants to leave, or he wants to move at the end of his contract. We may have to force his hand and move him quicker, but we'll just have to see what happens. We're up to 18th now, 4 points from 5 games. Final scout report, I don't need to worry about that. We need to make a change, don't we, because Gamin is out. And we're going to go with... I'll go with Struner. We'll go with Bandowski back in there. Gamin off the bench. Who is in form? Bejarano is in form. Dow on the bench. See, I'm wondering if it's because we've now got a CDM in the team. Vizcarrondo. Where can you play? Cam. Wow, you can play right mid. That's interesting that you can play right mid. I know we've got Caballos there at the moment, but could potentially have you on the right mid with a Lutzer or Dow and Seeger in the middle. So we've got a CDM and a Cam in the middle. But more importantly, Leyton Orient coming up, 5:20 on a Saturday, so it's live on Sky. We get a 1-0 win. Rivio with the goal. Absolutely fantastic. So we can rock through this now. I'm not going to get too much more. I'm going to tough game against Wolves coming up. Tim Payne, role at the club, yada yada yada. I want to acknowledge a lot of pressure. I want to reassure you that we are behind you to carry the club forward. Okay, well, if you sack me, you sack me. It just means it's the end of the series, basically. I'm hoping we can get into the Premier League. The target is the Premier League. Once we're in the Premier League, it's then going to obviously be staying in the Premier League. And Tuli, about leaving the club, please feel free to pick me. I bet he says that. I might end up staying, I'm not sure yet. Yada yada yada, we already knew that. Winter says he's okay to play. I'll decide that, mate. We'll see. We've got a winning team at the moment, so I really want to keep it as it is. Capital One Cup. Nice to get a win here and get through to the next round. Pick up some much needed finances for the club. A 1-0 win and Tuli with the goal. 3 bookings though. So cheeky win there, and £1,700 for winning that game. Let's see then who we're playing in the next round. Ooh, Newcastle, Southampton, Reading, Newcastle, Burnley and Leicester. So the 5 teams who are currently So 4 teams who are currently in the Premier League, and Reading in October. Well, Bolton, Derby and Bristol City as well, all coming up. It's tough in the Championship. We're 13th though in the table. We're playing Bolton, who are 1 place above us. Ooh, Northern Ireland International Management. We'll stall on that one. That might be one to take. Yeah, winning team. I'm going to stick with it for this game. Why not stick with what you know and what the players know? Stick with what's best. Take it from there, and yeah, just roll forward. 2-1 win. Seager and Thule with the goals. Bejarano, Buxton and Dow all came on. And who's going to... I was hoping this was a report. 1 player has been found. We'll look at that later on. I can look at that in between recordings. I don't have to bore you guys with things like that. We'll just go forward, get some games done. Elliot Armstrong. Mingyo wants to play. He wants to move. Armstrong is in form. Mingyoa, yes, I will look to put you on the transfer list now. If I can get to the right place. There we go. And where are you? Left mid, Mingyoa. Oh, you're valued at 300,000. So nice if we can get that sort of cash for you. To be fair, you are the oldest out of the guys we've got, and you are the lowest rated. So yeah, well, Bauman on the transfer list, and Thule still 26 on Thule. I think maybe it is time to sell you and get Seager some more game time. Yeah, I think that's a way to go forward. Right, definitely time to change some players around. And we're going to go with Williams, Harder. Let's have Dow there, you can play there. Grant, Payne, Smith back in. Milanov. Where are you, Winter? You said you were fit to play. It's still telling me you got a plaster on, so you're not fit to play yet. Derek, unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep you there. Armstrong, let's have you back. Didn't really want to change the team as much as that, but 2 games in 4 days, it's one of those you have to. Up to 11th in the table we are now, 10 points from 7 games. Derby, mixed form, won none, only scored 1 goal in their last 3, so cue Derby to get at least a couple here. They have conceded, so it wouldn't surprise me if they get a clean sheet here as well. Oh, they score 1, but we score 3. Dow, Williams and Seager. Inaki Williams with his first goal for the club. Seager misses a penalty, but makes up for it later on. Fingers crossed. There we go. Armstrong saying thanks for playing. No problem, Armstrong. Happy to let you play. Where are we? Should we maybe get 1 more done and then call it a day? And then in the next episode, I'll look to get up to the end of December, hopefully done, and then it can be decided whether we are going to use the financial takeover for scouts and 2 or 3 players. I mean, we're up to 10th at the moment with this squad, so we'll have to see. Briveo back in, and I'm going to give Meneses the game. I'm sending a message to Untuli that I'm not happy and I won't be picking you if you're going to be a little bitch and start moaning. You wanted a new contract? I offer you a new contract. You then decide you want to leave. I decide I'm not going to play you. I'm going to give other guys a chance. Other guys who want to play for the club and have a chance to improve and impress. So maybe, yeah, I think Untuli, you could be on your way out. Use that 1.7 million for something decent. Ah, balls. Agard missed a penalty and a 1-0 win for Bristol City stops our good run. 6 offices, the start of the month. Winter wants to be sold and Seager wants to be sold. Well, ironically, Seager, you're going to be getting some game time, so I probably won't be selling you. Youth squad report. So, Florian Weissmeyer is going to be a centre half. He's going to be in the 60s for now and in the 80s in the future. We have a young keeper who I'm going to get rid of because he's going to be garbage, 80s max. And this is our main guy that we can't do anything with, this Anis Dale. And we have another report, 72 max, reject, 89 max. We'll keep our eye on you, Mark Oliver Cruetto. Your overall at the moment is pretty poor, but hopefully, yeah, it will improve. Bit of time now till the next game. I will skip forward, but whilst this is skipping forward, I'm going to start to wrap it up and call it a day, guys. So yeah, this episode coming to you on Sunday, a little bit later than planned, but unfortunately I had work issues, so I couldn't get this out any sooner to you. Josh Lowe wants to discuss his wage. That is something I do need to get done. Vizcarrondo, Payne and Milanov all leaving on international duty as well. Quickly show you guys what Josh Lowe wants in terms of wage, and we'll see if we can offer it to him. Obviously our keeper is very important to us. He's on $1,000 a week. He wants 1,500 a week. That's it, and a 1-year extension. Whoa, bloody hell, fella, you can have that. I'll give you a 10% team clean sheet. You dare come back now and say you don't want that contract? I will not be happy. But yeah, this episode coming to you on Sunday. Let me think. I can probably, next time I can record will be Monday night, so I'll record Monday night, and I'll have the next episode with you on Tuesday afternoon, and that should hopefully take us up to the January transfer window. Well guys, I'll call it a day there. Thanks for watching. Cheers.